Thanks.
I blew out that mic. Wow.
You still got it.
Yeah, I got a lot of power. I'm just squirting power all over everybody. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I was dead.
Hi, first of all, I love all your work.
Thank you.
Especially some questions on how far are we from Futurama, the live action movie?
You know, people have sent like computer renderings of what it would look like if they were live actors. And I don't know, that would be really fascinating to see how that would work. You know, they just typecast, they get, you know, Angelina Jolie and they give her one eye, and it'd be great if they gave her one breast. See, I think outside the box, so to speak. Pardon me?
Who would you want to play you?
I don't know, who's the coolest actor out there these days? Who? Seth Green. Oh, come on, man. I don't know enough about him, but I don't know, I can't think of anybody, but who would I want to play? Craig Ferguson or something. Something like that. Paula Abdul. Thank you. She was trying to be serious and I was like screwing around. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What's up, Doc?
Nothing, son.
I got a question, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys ever thought about bringing maybe the brains, you know, like the...
Oh, those...
Yeah, the floating brains. That was cool.
I'll bring it up because they may have forgotten about it. But Maurice LaMarche, who's here today, did a couple of voices of those brains, which is weird because he played the brain on Pinky and the Brain. So there's nothing but irony here. There, he fixed it.
Well, I was just wondering because Fry interacted so well with the brains because of his condition.
His condition,
Yeah.
that's right.
It was funny because he was immune to their power.
I can bring it up. I mean, I see everybody, you know, like in a couple of weeks I'll see everybody, and I'll bring it up. Or you can go to David Cohen. He's only the guy that writes the show. Yeah, maybe you should ask him, what am I thinking? Don't ask me anything, I don't know anything.
Fry's an iconic character for Futurama.
One of my favorite lines that was written, I don't know if David wrote it or not, but just say to me, hey Fry, I heard beer makes you stupid.
Hey Fry, I heard beer makes you stupid.
No, it doesn't. The greatest line. Oh, thank you. Hi, how are you?
Hang on there. Let's see it. Now, didn't you used to do Larry Fine? I heard you did used to do Larry Fine as one of the voices of the same. Is that true?
Well,
Of the Three Stooges.
yeah, I love the Three Stooges. Everybody could do Moe and everybody could do Curly, but nobody gave a damn about Larry.
And was one of your routines like Larry Fine at Woodstock or something like that?
That was on the Stern Show years and years ago. Larry Fine at Woodstock.
Can you do any of that again?
I said to Moe, let's take acid. We have nothing to lose. I tie-dyed my hair. Don't need the brown acid. I'm warning you. Hey Mo, I broke your play socks dishes. Why, you idiot. This is the meat. This is the dairy. I had to do that. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm not bleeding from any holes, so I must be doing okay.
You used to be on the Howard Stern show for years. How did you get that job and why did it end?
Well, I worked in radio in Boston years and years ago, in, 1980. And I left the station in 89 to go to New York. And this is where Howard Stern was, and this was our sister station. So I went to work there, and we got a load of each other, you know, and he said, hey man, why don't you come on my show? And so that's how that whole thing got started.
Do you still get invited back to do special episodes?
For what?
Howard Stern.
No. Well, no, I mean, they always want me to come back, but there's really, to me, there's no reason to. I don't know. I mean, somebody said, I heard you on the Stern show the other day. I said, is there a time when I'm not playing on the show?
When they replay your voice?
Yeah, when I'm... You listen to that stuff? Oh, you must be corrupted. Oh, I'm going to work with Jackie Marling again. Yeah, we're going to do a comedy show, he and I. So maybe we'll come around, you know. This would be a great place to do it. Hi.
So I was wondering, since you do so many voices, do you ever like get your wires crossed and switch into the wrong voice while you're going through, or is it like an automatic button?
I'd love to say that I've never made a mistake like that, but I did. One day we were in a session and I was bleary because I had been doing a lot of stuff. And everybody in the room, they went and looked at me like, oh my God, he's losing it, because I started doing a Zoidberg line like the professor, and I realized, I was like, oh, this never happened to me before. You know, it was like getting a migraine and not knowing what it was. And, yeah, no, there was one time, and then I said, that's never going to happen again.
Not even when you're drunk.
How do I know what?
Not even when you're drunk.
I haven't had a drink in 26 years. So, yeah, I'm doing okay. I know, years ago if you said that, people would go, but now everybody knows what it's like to go through that ringer with drugs and alcohol, which I did, stupidly. I wish I never, ever did that, but, I mean, whose ass do you kick? You know, when you get mad, it's me, I did it. So, but everything's good.
Thank you.
Thank you, we got so serious.
Do you prefer shows where you record everybody separately or working in a big group in one room?
There's usually an ensemble. You know, like we all kind of come in there together, sit down, Katie's there, and John, and Maurice, and Phil. We do mostly everything together. There's a couple of scenes here and there where somebody has to do it alone, but we stay there for 4 or 5 hours.
Do you work on other shows where it's recorded separate? Do you feel like you don't have that connection?
No, same kind of thing on other shows. Yeah. There is one show, it's coming out, it's a real little kids kind of show. And it's called Jungle Junction. It's going to be on Disney TV. And I did the voice of this character named Ellie Van. They're all like part animal and part like motorized vehicle. So Elephant, he's Ellie Van, so he's an elephant that has, I don't know, powers and abilities of a van, whatever that is. That kind of stuff, they do it alone, because it was an English show and they're redoing the voices. The guy who was doing the character I'm doing sounded like a grave robber. So I had to jack it up a little bit.